Hey everyone, welcome to another video. I'm Carol and today we're playing more BROTATO. I hope you enjoy. Alrighty everyone, today we got the Renegade, which is one of the newest characters. They are quite interesting. I don't really even know what to make of them yet, but you'll see. It's been a really interesting run overall. They start with +2 projectiles, so basically every weapon is a shotgun. The projectiles pierce through an additional target, and you get +10% extra damage for every tier 1 weapon you have. So I think you want to go for like 1 or 2 really strong weapons that you want to level up, and then have like 3 or 4 or maybe 5 level 1 weapons just to support the other one, because you actually start with -400% damage, which is quite a lot. Also less accuracy, which doesn't really matter too much because you're just like shotgunning the enemies, and you also get basically nothing from percent damage modifications, so you want to be buying flat damage or something. I think there's some merit into going into elemental damage with the wands or something, but I'm not really sure if they scale super well with that. So anyway, I decided to just go with the scepter because I thought having some AoE on a scaling item would be quite strong. Started with a little bit of harvesting just to get some scaling going. We get a couple of level 1 weapons so we can get some damage going as well. And I really just want to level the scepter as much as possible because I kind of want to make it my strongest weapon so I can kill a ton of enemies with the spread damage. We're locking more scepters because that's the one we want to level up and keep the other ones just giving us 10% damage. And as you can see, we're already at -79% damage, even with a bunch of level 1 weapons, which is not ideal. But we can make do. Shooting this many projectiles is still quite strong anyway. Take some flat damage. Combine the scepter just because we want to be scaling health as much as possible, and the higher the level of the scepter, the less enemies you have to kill with it to get max HP. And it's okay to lose only 10% damage, it's not that much this early on. Might also be interesting to just try to go for SMGs because they don't care too much about the percent damage decrease, they only care about flat damage basically. And here I made a big mistake. I just accidentally bought another revolver, just not really thinking too much about the character, but I guess that's okay, it's not like a huge deal. We only lose 10% damage and we still are dealing quite a lot with just our base stats from having too many projectiles and piercing already. We skip on the purple percent damage increase because that's not really what this character wants. -80% on those modifications makes it probably not worth it overall, even though they are purple. I want to lock the little thing that gives you harvesting and reduces your melee damage. You can't really equip melee weapons anyway, so I feel like it's just worth it this early. Piggy bank, I kind of just forget that I have piggy bank. They like don't do a lot. It's not super worth trying to make piggy bank work too much because I feel like piggy bank is a high risk, high reward kind of item, and if you're playing well, I don't think you have to take high risks in this game. You can just try to aim for consistency. Like, I know there are a lot of players that have beaten the game multiple times in a row, like 30 times in a row already, so I know you can be quite consistent at getting wins overall. So it's not necessary to go for those high risk plays where you can be super weak. I almost bought the wrong laser gun. We really just want the level 1 weapon. And here I just make my mistake go away. We just don't have to mention it, don't have to talk about it. That revolver, level 2 revolver doesn't exist. Never existed, it's just a pistol, level 1 pistol. Just giving us +10% damage on our scepters to get more scaling. And if you noticed, I have been buying a lot of luck, or trying to at the very least. Every time there's a chance, I try to get luck. I'm gonna be doing that for the rest of the run because I really want to find some strong weapons to carry me, because the scepter alone is not gonna be able to carry me. Here we have 0% crit chance, so we just get the materials from that. We get some max HP as well. I almost bought the pistol, but stopped myself. We have only 20 luck so far, but we're gonna be getting a lot more. Here we decide not to lock the ritual because it's basically only plus 2% lifesteal in this character, which is not really amazing for that much material cost. It's usually a super strong item, but not on this character, sadly. But we do enjoy the attack speed buff and flat buff from the small magazine, and the fact that it doesn't take a lot of damage, percent damage, and also makes it much stronger than usual. So we want to be taking as many of those as possible. Take some lifesteal, take some armor, more lifesteal. Alien Eyes is quite good with the amount of HP we have, and there we go. We only have 20 luck so far, but we already find basically one of our carry weapons. We're just gonna spread nukes around. Every time we shoot 3 nukes, and they just deal a ton of damage. Makes our wave clear much stronger. It's nice that we got it after the wave 9 as well, because we already had enough damage to deal with the amount of enemies in wave 9, and it was better to just let the scepter try to kill as many of them as possible, so perfect timing on the nuke. There we go, even more luck, even more armor, because I think that this character is sort of weak, and I don't even have to think about it, just another nuke with 35 luck, 45 now. That's why you buy luck every time. So yeah, we just want to make our nukes as strong as possible. Try to let the low-level weapons buff the nuke. And I was saying that I don't really care too much about damage in this character. I don't think we want to be going for a glass cannon build or anything, because he's sort of incentivized to have a bunch of low-level weapons, which doesn't really help a lot with damage, so I don't think his damage cap or damage ceiling is super high. So we're just trying to go for a tanky build overall, with a lot of lifesteal, a lot of armor and health. We take more harvesting because why not? It's still early enough. Even more luck. Why not? Luck's amazing. I want as much luck as I possibly can. And yeah, as you can see, we're quite tanky already with 80 max HP and a ton of armor. We're taking like almost half damage from the enemies already, or something crazy like that. I kind of want to stay close to the boss to kill them, but they just summon way too many enemies. So we're just trying to hope that the nuke's AoE is able to deal with them for us. I don't think we end up killing the boss here. Yeah, it's just a little bit too much health and too many enemies. But we get another luck. We have 100 luck already, and this luck pays off in an obliterator. Medical gun is probably the worst level 4 weapon we could have seen. I think there's a merit to taking the SMG here as well, but I think it's just fine to keep SMG level 1, just to try to buff our nuke and our obliterator. I think 10% damage is quite a lot when you have such strong weapons, and it's not like the level 1 SMG is that much weaker than the level 3, so I think I would end up maybe losing damage, or if I gain damage it's probably very little overall by paying a lot of materials, so it doesn't seem like it's worth it, to be honest. Just recycling, this doesn't give us the stats that we want. Get some speed as well, because our speed is negative. Get the metal, get some lifesteal, and we find another obliterator, which is insane. I just want to try to make our luck work for us with 105 already. This is why luck is the best stat, and all characters just want to build as much luck as possible. And yeah, I don't think there's too much to say anymore. We already have like insane carry weapons, and now we just want to be carried by the weapons. I want to build as much defense as possible at this point, so I don't get killed super quickly by a boss or something like that. White flag is not really what I wanted, and we find another nuclear launcher, so that's pretty fun, right? I almost think about taking the bowler hat, but it's wave 15 already, so I just end up letting it go. I don't think it's worth it at this point of the game. And yeah, even though we're not taking percent damage, it's still just obliterate the boss anyway. Just our high-level weapons in general. So yeah, if you think that I'm getting lucky on my runs that I post on YouTube, that's because I am actually getting lucky. I'm getting luck items. That's what's making me get all of these rare items and all of those lucky weapons. I don't think I should have taken that engineering item. I don't even have trees or anything that combos with that too much. So it's just a little bit of a waste of resources, but that's okay. We're so strong that we don't even care about buying suboptimal items. It's not like you have to be perfectly optimal with your decisions in this game anyway. There's a lot of leeway. And it's not like the item is completely worthless. It's still getting us a couple of turrets every round. And they sometimes help a little, I suppose. I don't think I want to reduce my luck, or my armor rather. And now I just want to get defensive items. There's another obliterator, and there's also a bloody hand, which combos super well with the amount of lifesteal that we have. We have 22 lifesteal already, so we are certainly locking that on. Wanna get it as soon as possible. Even though it's much worse in this character, it's still quite worth it, because it's just gonna give us so many stats in general. And the -1 damage we get every second is not gonna matter, because we just have way too much life regen, lifesteal in general. And a ton of max HP as well, so that's okay. Speaking of max HP and defenses in general, that's pretty amazing. There's a merit to locking the SMG at this point as well, but I still think that 10% damage is stronger. Buffing all of our level 4 weapons that we have. 2 obliterators and 2 nukes. 3 of them being level 4. It's just kinda insane, to be honest. Over there, I just wanted to take a look at how much percent damage I have. We are only at -40 from -400, so that's pretty good. I think that the -400 also gets modified by -80% with the other part of the character, and I find another nuclear launcher. So yeah, this run is just insane. It's more of a showcase of how strong luck is overall, and not necessarily of this character's strengths or weaknesses. But yeah, I think that's the way you want to play this character anyway. Just try to get a bunch of level 1 weapons and use his early strength to carry you with either luck or harvesting, just any scaling stats in general. I'll take some speed, take more range damage, because why not? And here I made a mistake again. I should have sold my level 3 scepter to buy a level 1 scepter, because level 3 scepter is not going to do anything at this stage of the game anyway. And I could have gotten another 10% damage boost, so yeah, that was a big mistake on this run. So, but as you can see, it doesn't really matter at all. We are just way too strong for these bosses. Just takes a little bit longer than usual because they're not building full damage. We got a lot of defensive stats as well. And we unlock the fairy. The fairy gives you +1 HP regen for every tier 1 item you have, and -2 HP regen for every tier 4 item you have. So that's not super interesting. I don't think I want to be taking the fairy too much. It's just another unique item. I guess it's fine on this character specifically, but I don't think I'm gonna go for that one on most characters. Right, that's gonna be all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and follow my Twitch if you want to catch me live. I hope you have a wonderful day.